Hello again, this is Matthew with CSSI, and I'm here to demonstrate the Wake Turbulence Demonstrator, which is a tablet-based application built on the Android platform. To start off, the wake turbulence is a natural phenomenon that occurs whenever aircraft move through the airspace, and they could cause severe turbulence for other smaller, lighter aircraft as they go through it. Just briefly, this is what wake turbulence looks like. You see it coming off the vortex, and it rolls around in a circle and everything like that. So what we did was we set out to figure out if we could design a system that's mobile enough to be either on GA aircraft, or for the UAS operator to be able to monitor wakes within their area. Briefly, we put together here's a nice little slide that shows the components of the demonstrator. It includes a database, a ADSB transponder, which creates the wakes themselves, and then we have a wake turbulence updater that updates these to the database. The aircraft then, through the application, pull that database through a WCF web service, and then that data then is parsed back into the aircraft and displayed graphically on the screen. Let's see the other slide I want to show you. Now the UAV aircraft is in the categories of group 3, 4, and 5, which is what we're considering, which is operate in and around or below 18,000 feet. Alright, so with the demonstrator itself, here's a top view where you can look at an entire group of aircraft. In this particular example, this is Oakland International Airport in California. We can also click on any of these other aircraft within NAS, and we get the pilot's view. In this case, it would be with the operator, of course, because it's a UAV. And then you can switch back to the top level view, which we'll do real quick. Alright, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to play this in real time by pulling up the pseudo ADSB transponder project or program that we worked on. You see the 3 aircraft that are found within the airspace, and also all the wakes that are generated and its current position, altitude, its relative size, and its strength. Now there are lots of parameters that we use to determine its ultimate strength and size and its position, one of which is, of course, the wind drift. And the wind drift will move, let me pull this down real quick. The wind drift is going to move these cross sections depending on what the wind direction is. A better way to compute it is to get the winds aloft directly from that aircraft and then transmit it to, or have a mechanism to get it to the other aircraft within that airspace. So let's play it from here, and you'll see the transponder is continually updating the aircraft's positions as well as the wakes themselves. From the tablet application, you can see it moving along nicely. The triangle, the green triangle in the front, is representative of the intent arc. In this case, we're using 15 degrees laterally each side based on the current intent direction of the aircraft. Its green indicates that there's nothing within that intent arc that would cause a problem as far as wake goes. But as soon as it enters a wake field and wake cross sections are present, you can see from the small Cessna 172 November 9 447 Foxtrot, it's already detected wakes within that intent arc, and then alerts the pilot that it's 20 seconds, or relatively 20 seconds, till intercept. The reason why the trail on the Hercules C-130 is longer is because it's flying at 375 miles an hour as opposed to our little Cessna here, which is 128, and of course the Predator, which is running at only 80 miles an hour. Now from this you can see Omaha 7 is approaching the wake field. Let's switch back to the pilot view on top. And what you'll see is the ground there is going to be moving underneath that aircraft. So it's going to be from that single airplane's position. This enables the pilot to basically monitor in front of what's going on, and as he enters the wake field, his colors and the warnings are also going to, hopefully they'll come up. Show. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now there's a 3-mile radius around the UAV, and there's also a 3-minute forward intent for the aircraft. So when the UAV gets outside of that wake field, then you'll see that 3-mile radius indicator is going to turn green. For right now, it's pink. That pretty much demonstrates briefly about the Wake Turbulence Demonstrator. It's a Real Labs project that's been funded by CSSI. And if you have any questions, please leave some comments. I'll be happy to comment back. Have a great day.